Good afternoon, Belize. It's midday and you're tuned in to the news at noon, where we bring you the latest updates from around the country. I'm Isani Cayetano, and here's what's making headlines today. Belize rallies for resilience as hurricane season begins. David Almendares returns solo, fires political shots on a new tourism banner. And Grace, Growth and Gala, a former beauty queen's new chapter. These stories are coming up in just 1 minute.
In the face of tragedy, you depend on accurate and timely information. In times of triumph, you seek to be inspired. You demand transparency and accountability. Your desire is to know and to understand, to be heard and seen. I take pride in telling stories that safeguard communities. Your dedication and success live on through these reports. Getting to the truth is my duty. My unwavering commitment is to tell the stories that matter the most to you. I am News 5.
Welcome back. The hurricane season is officially here, and with climate change making weather patterns more unpredictable than ever, the call for action is louder and more urgent. This morning, the Ministry of Blue Economy and Marine Conservation brought together various voices from the environmental space for Belize's Blue Economy Climate Resilience Forum. The goal? To confront the vulnerabilities facing our marine resources and chart a course toward a more resilient future. With stakeholders, experts and guest speakers all in the room, the conversation is focused, the stakes are high, and Minister Andrew Perez is leading the charge. He shares more on what this forum means for Belize's blue economy and the road ahead.
In essence, it's just to put our hands together because dealing with climate change, it is real, it's happening. Hurricane season just started. So it's all how we can tackle this and battle this change that we are facing with climate change, rising water levels, the shorelines disappearing, the sargassum across the entire region. These are things of how we can battle, how we can mitigate.
So what are the objectives for today?
Well, I'm hoping that by the end of the day, these panel discussions will coming out with one comprehensive plan, one whereby it's important that as we move forward as a small nation, as a small island development state, we must come together and work as one body to tackle these things. And everybody has so much to contribute. And putting our resources together, our heads together, that we come out as one unified front and one plan for the rest as the time comes.
Shifting to sargassum, can you discuss the sargassum situation this year? It's one of the worst ever for the region.
Yes, indeed. I think the last time where it was really, really bad was back in 2018. Last year it was not bad, but this year it has come relentlessly. It has been across the entire region. I live in San Pedro, and I can tell you, of course, Kikaker. Sometimes it extends across the shoreline as much as 40 to 50 feet, and it's horrible.
He's worn many hats. Community activist, political candidate, and now he's back in the spotlight. David Almendares, once a UDP hopeful, returned to familiar ground this morning, but not under the party's banner, and not with FECTAB either. This time, he stood alone, representing what appears to be a brand new group, the Belize Local Tourism Guides and Operators Association. And while he may have been the only member present, he didn't hold back, taking aim at both Tracy Tager Panton and the Briceño administration.
I want to talk about the union and the union busting and the way this regime work. 3 months. 3 months in a general election. 3 months now. Like 5 years already. 3 months. We have something where the teachers, the public servants include the custom officers and the police. Police, listen to me, because I don't know if you don't get a memo. When they had to arrest the teachers, put their vehicle part to a truck, never in my life, I don't a seasoned fighter. But then there's some barriers you're not cross, some things you're not touch. There are people that fight for only 8% with increase over 15 years. But not today in the fight, I know this administration and the previous administration, they negotiate the same 8.5%. Everybody come in. I remember when the teachers were picketing, when the then Prime Minister, I get to hear too, when the then Prime Minister was the leader of the opposition. He was front stage and center with them. We got them back. This is the second term when they had our first term and they never had them back. Until we stay on track.
Back in 1988, she wore the crown, the sash and the smile that lit up a nation. Gayla Lopez, Belize's Queen of the Bay. But what if I told you that this wasn't just the beginning for her story? Today, we're turning the page on a journey that's far deeper than pageantry. From the grace of the stage to the quiet power of a journal, Gayla has transformed her platform into a mission, helping others heal, grow, and express themselves through creativity and reflection. It's a story of elegance, empathy, and emotional empowerment, and it's all coming up in this week's inspiring edition of The Bright Side.
Queen of the Bay back then, in my days, it was a lot to do with your elegance, your poise, your grace, your intellect, how intelligent you were, because we did have to answer questions. But a lot to do with your grace, your elegance, your beauty, your poise. And that was pretty much a scene then, 37 years ago. It gives you a sense of pride, you know, to be a part of history. It's a part of our heritage. Like I said, Queen of the Bay is just something that's kind of like embedded, you know? So it brings a smile to your face. I created a children's journal called Five Journal. It deals with children being able to recognize, to express, and to embrace their emotions. It's a way for them, because a lot of people are not able to verbalize, they can't articulate what they're feeling. And to be able to articulate what you're feeling, it empowers you as well, right? Because the emotions are messengers.
That's a wrap for the news at noon, but don't worry, there's plenty more coming your way at 6 p.m. We'll dive deeper into these stories and more. In the meantime, visit greaterbelize.com and follow us on Facebook for real-time updates. And don't miss Open Your Eyes on Monday morning for fresh takes on today's headlines. Thanks for tuning in, Belize. Stay informed, stay inspired, and have a fantastic afternoon.
Veracidad, imparcialidad.
Hemos estado haciendo el trabajo como organización.
Y tus noticias en español.
Están en aguas beliceñas, entonces esta bandera se queda aquí.
Sintoniza Canal 5 cada viernes a las 7 de la noche.
Tenemos que resolver dos grandes problemas de este país.
Su voz importa, su acción cuenta.
Transfusión sanguínea, elementos que indican un deterioro evidente del estado de salud.
Somos Noticiero 5 semanal.
Perdió la vida en un heroico intento de proteger a su hermano. El Tribunal de Magistrados de la ciudad de Belice se paralizó. La policía está investigando 2 asesinatos separados.
Tu fuente de información.